How to get clients, paying customers for your business, specifically hopefully your Alpha 2.0 location independent business, the type of business that sets you free, the type of business model we talk about here at Sovereign CEO. I'm going to show you how to do that, give you the exact process on how to do that right now. Now, as you may imagine, there are many different types of businesses. It is hard to generalize in terms of marketing specifics on every type of possible business you can start. So what I'm going to give you is a list of tasks, a specific procedure you could follow that will apply to most companies. You might have to modify it slightly if your company is a little weird, but the odds of you creating a weird company are pretty low, especially if you follow my materials, because what I teach is very simple to do. Step 1, determine your marketing budget. How much money do you have to spend on marketing, to spend on ads or other marketing techniques that cost money? If you have no money to spend on marketing, that is okay. If you have some money to spend on marketing, sit down and do a budget and determine exactly a monthly figure, how much you're willing to spend on marketing. Here is the difference between paid marketing and free marketing. They both work. This business, Sovereign CEO, is an outgrowth of another company called Alpha Male 2.0, which still exists. And that itself is an outgrowth of another company called Black Dragon, all of which was started in 2009 for about $29. I didn't spend one penny on any marketing for many, many years until I was already making a six-figure income from my online income. Not bad. However, the downside of free marketing is that it takes longer. You're going to have to be a little more patient. You're going to have to put a lot more work and time for a longer period of time to get those returns. So you don't have to spend any money on marketing. I love these stupid excuses of guys saying, I can't start a business, I have no money. I started my business for $29, and today that is a very, very strong income for me and has been for a long time. So you don't need money, but you do need work and you do need patience. So if you're willing to do that, great. Your marketing budget is zero, and now you know. Now, the disadvantage of paid marketing is that it costs money. The advantage is, in most cases, the clients, the customers come much more quickly. So you can get from zero to the money a little faster if you have a little money to spend. You don't need to do that. So my point here is determine a monthly figure, even if that figure is zero, on how much money you're going to spend per month on your marketing in your business. Step 2, determine if you're going to use free or paid marketing. Now, this is pretty obvious. However, even though you have money to set aside for paid marketing, you may decide to use free marketing instead for whatever reasons you had. Back when I started my first online business in 2009, I had money to spend. I was already making a six-figure income as a consultant. I was already successful. So I could have spent money on marketing, but I didn't want to because I'm a cheap ass. And this is important. I was willing to be patient. I was willing to wait. You might be in that scenario if you have some money. So in step 2, determine hardcore, am I going to do free marketing techniques or paid marketing techniques? You make that solid decision and then you lean 100% in either direction. You don't want to wishy-washy this. You want to say, well, maybe I'll do paid for a while and then I'll do this, or I'll do free for a while and 6 months. No, one or the other, solid decision. That way your marketing plan is stable. By the way, I do several videos here a week on how to set up your own location independent business, move to a less bad country, or at least set up an international backup plan and do all these things for very little money because these things don't cost a lot of money. If you have any interest in these topics, you should subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, put a like on this video, leave a comment on this video, and that way you'll be sure to get all this content in the future for free. Step 3, pick 2 and only 2 marketing techniques that you are going to focus on. Now, to be clear, you're just going to focus on one at a time. You're going to focus on one now and one later. I'll get to that in a minute. But you must pick 2, specifically 2, not 27, not 0, 2 specific marketing techniques that you're going to implement, work hard at, and get good at. Now, there are approximately 27, 28 different ways you can market a product, information, or service. In this video, I'm going to give you what I think are the top 5 best ways to market something in terms of both paid and free advertising. 2 of these are paid, 3 of these are free. So now there are other techniques that work very well. I do all kinds of things. I'm just doing this as a quickie beginner video primer. So I'm giving you the best stuff that works right now. Now to that point, I said right now. If you watch this video 3 years from now, this list will probably change. These things change all the time. But right now, as the recording of this video, these are the best 5 in terms of beginners getting from zero to the money quickly as possible with a new business. The 2 best ways to advertise in terms of spending money is YouTube ads and Instagram shoutouts, both of which I am doing. These are both very profitable. They take some time and effort. With YouTube ads, you have to do video. With Instagram ads, you have to take lots and lots and lots of photos forever. You may have to hire some copywriters. These both cost money, but they work, and they work very, very, very well, especially if what you're selling is something that is really helpful. And double especially if you take my advice and only sell something that is high margin. If you sell something that is low margin, paying money for ads is very, very dicey and very, very tricky. I do not recommend it. Now that's paid advertising. The three best ways for non-paid free advertising, number one is cold calls. That is you getting on the phone and calling people up and asking if they need help and asking if you can be of service. This is how I started my first full-time company back when I was 24 years old with no college degree, no high school diploma, no nothing, no people skills, nothing. And I was making six figures in less than 3 years starting at age 24 because I got on the phone and made cold calls. And most of the people said no, but enough said yes where I was able to pay my bills. I got some clients and I was able to snowball from there.
Is doing cold calls fun?
No, it fucking sucks unless you're an extrovert. It sucks. It sucks, but it works and it's free. And you can get money pretty quick. You don't have to wait a long time if you're on the phone. The next free marketing technique that does work, although not as effectively, not as quickly as cold calls, is cold online outreach. That'd be things like DMs on Instagram, DMing people on LinkedIn, sending out cold emails to people or lukewarm emails to people, posting things on Reddit with a link back to your page, this kind of stuff. This is less stressful and less scary than cold calls. This is also more scalable than cold calls, but it requires a lot more effort and a lot more numbers because the response rates are going to be much worse on this kind of thing. But it does work if you put your head down and work at it very hard and really focus. It can work. I've seen guys do this. The last free marketing technique is JVs. That would be joint ventures. Instead of calling up potential clients or potential customers, you're going to contact phone, email, what have you, people who are in your industry, perhaps even in your niche, that is selling something to your niche that is not competing with you, but is complementary to you. And you market through them, you market to their customer base or vice versa, and you pay them a percentage and you get a bunch of customers. This is harder work. This requires a lot more confidence. This requires a lot more steel guts because a lot of guys are going to say,
who the fuck are you?
And hang up the phone, that's fine. But the advantage of this is if one person says yes, that could be a lot of money for you. So it's fishing for whales instead of filling a boat full of minnows. Takes longer, but one yes means a lot more money. So what you need to do is pick out 2 of those techniques from the 5 I just gave you. Step 4, once a week, plan out in your calendar when you will focus on the first of the 2 marketing techniques you've chosen. So that means you're sitting down once a week and you're going to block out times when you're going to spend time on that marketing technique. If it is a free marketing technique, you're going to need to block off more time. If it is a paid marketing technique, you're going to block off some time, maybe not quite as much, but you need to block off the time.
Caleb, how much time?
The more, the merrier. The more you can do, the better. Minimum 10 hours a week. Once your business is up and running, the website's up and running, all that stuff. 10 hours a week is a minimum. 15 is better, 20 is better, 25 is better, 30 is better. Yes, if you have a full-time job, that might be difficult. I understand. Whatever you can do, block off as much time as you can, and then when that time comes in your calendar, you put your fucking head down, no excuses, and you get to work. I've said this 10,000 times. I'll say it another 10,000 times. Marketing is the most important function of your business because you can do everything right in your business and do marketing wrong and go out of business. You can do marketing perfectly, whereas you can do marketing right, make a lot of mistakes and everywhere else, and still make money. You shouldn't make a lot of mistakes here, but it's possible. That's why marketing is the most important function of your business. You have to take this seriously. You have to put in the time. And if you say,
hey, I don't want to do that, or I'm scared, or I don't like marketing, or I don't want to do it,
and you make a bunch of bullshit beta male excuses, then don't start a business. Go back to your bullshit corporate job or your stupid Uber gigs and be a loser for the rest of your life. Be a slave the rest of your life. That's fine. That's your decision. Marketing is well worth the price because eventually you can outsource the marketing because you won't have to do it. It's just when you get started. Step 5, keep going with that marketing thing that you are doing every week until you reach your monthly income goal for that marketing stream. Here's how this works. You're going to set an income goal that is a monthly income goal for that stream. The income goal can be anything you want. It could be $500 a month. It could be $5,000 a month. It could be $2,000 a month. Whatever you want, it doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. But you're going to set a number on how much money you want to make through that marketing technique. Once you get to the point where you have averaged, on average, that number in the past 90 days, that's 3 months, then you're going to put that marketing technique on autopilot. You're going to automate it. You're going to document it. You're going to outsource it as much as you can. And then you're going to switch to the next marketing technique. And that's step 6. The last step is you just do this again with the next marketing technique, that second one you already picked. So you have this one marketing technique that is now spinning kind of on its own. It just takes you a few hours to kind of double check and manage, not hard work. And while that's going and making X amount of dollars per month, you now do the second marketing technique and do the same thing. Focus on it every week, get it to a certain income goal. Then you do the third thing, then fourth thing, then fifth thing, then sixth sixth thing. Eventually it'll work up to 5 to 7 different marketing techniques in your business. That's what I call the marketing ladder. I've talked about this in my online courses and my blogs and other channels. That's it. That is how you get clients. That is how you set yourself free. That is how you can get to the point where you can quit your bullshit corporate job. That's how you can get location independent income so you can move to a better country. That's how you can be a more free and happy person by having your own income that you control. Take marketing seriously. Don't fuck around with this. Get to work and do this stuff. It's a really good life when you have this mastered. Trust me. If you want to watch a video on how you can make literally a 7-figure income, you should watch that video right there, and I'll see you in that video.